to a bunch of people.
So basically this is the recap of episode 3, which we was talking about modern day relationships and modern day dating. We got our drinks. Our drink right down there. Don't even trip. We all getting it going. So, she about to get that popping. And I'm just go ahead and start it off. First question was, last time we talked about whether, or how do you feel about dating right now? Dating in this new modern world business.
How do you feel about dating in this new modern what?
In this modern world. But, or even if you're in a relationship, how do you feel like relationships have changed? Like, in the present. Is that CJ?
No, that's Chris.
That's Christian. Hey girl! I can't wait.
I sent it.
Oh, you want me to answer first, or I thought you was gonna go first?
You got it. The question is, how do y'all feel about modern day dating? And if you're in a relationship, how do you feel about how relationships are in the new millennium, quote unquote? That's what we'll call it.
I feel like it's a lot different. I feel like it's a lot harder just because people don't try. It's not a lot. There's not nearly as much loyalty and true love as there was back in the day. It's challenging, man. You gotta just, when you find somebody good, you better hold on to them. That's what, like Jenny said. I get it now.
Chris said it's a little CJ. You say no, CJ?
For sure. What about you? What do you feel about like dating and relationships in this modern day?
You married, so it's probably different how you see it.
It is a lot different because I kind of see it like the picture we kind of see when we was younger, like seeing like the parents together and them just working and just doing it. So that's how I kind of see it. It's like y'all both have to be like locked in with each other, like, and wanting the same thing, being honest. I didn't know that was, like, sometimes when I was younger, or not younger, when I wasn't in a relationship, I was told there's certain things you shouldn't say, you know, and things like that. But when I am kind of seeing, it's like, a lot of times if you be 100% with someone, the respect you get from them will be a lot more. And that's why I tell everything.
Yeah.
Good, bad, we work with it.
100%. That's look, you got a heart already. I seen it. Yeah. What's people saying? You gotta get up in there.
I need to hear this. I'm recently single, and I really hate you, Sarita. Mood Lou, LOL. But to be honest, I've been in a relationship for coming up on 7 years, so it's not that hard for me and mine. We pretty much raised each other. That's Chris. Yeah, I feel that, Chris. Dating now is trash. That's weak.
Okay, so dating nowadays, I said it before, I do think that the way that we date now and dating, just trying to even get a date now is it's weird to me now. Like, for one, we're in this space where our options have grown dramatically. And so now before technology and before social media, we didn't know who was in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't know who was in Florida. We didn't know what could possibly be available to me in New York.
Right.
But now we see all of this stuff on social media. And so it romanticizes this thing like, oh, I could possibly have them. Even if there is no way that you could possibly have them, it still puts it in your mind that, dang, I might have a chance. So I think that right now we're in such a weird effing space because of our options. Our options have grown dramatically. And so now that even if some people are in a relationship, they might be like, well, I don't necessarily have to try in this relationship because there is more out there. There's more efficiency. That's been around for a while.
On my picture.
That's the problem.
Right.
Don't let them hard eyes get you hurt, boy. Don't do it, baby.
Don't let them
Don't do it. Don't do
Chris
it.
said, well, no, Wiggy said isn't genuine at all. Then Chris said, I will say that social media plays a part, unfortunately. So communication and maturity is key.
Oh no, I can see it.
And then she said, not that y'all asked my opinion.
No, we did. We did, for sure. Talk to us.
Definitely.
And if you want to get on live, it's nothing. Send that request in and we'll definitely talk about it. Send a request to get in on live so that you can state your piece,
Right.
bro.
Boom.
Because dating then, what I remember from dating, it was complicated because I wasn't the type that tried to play certain games. Like, of course I play a lot. But I mean, like, play those games where, like, I gotta do this so I can see how he's going to treat me
Right.
or teach me, things like that. So
I'm not going to text you back quick because...
I want you. I wasn't really
You're
into
right.
those things, like,
I
because
never
it wasn't
understood
me.
that.
So, like, when I dated people that I had to be that way with, we always fell out because I couldn't do that. That
Understood,
wasn't me.
Yeah.
So, that was very hard. You couldn't show people how much you cared for them because you didn't even know how invested y'all were. So why would I put that out?
Yeah.
Why would I tell you?
Yeah.
That's right.
Why would I
then
tell the world?
yeah, you're right. And then sometimes I feel like now we're kind of in an age where it's like you kind of have to be heartless or you have to be a savage, like, and just to piggyback off what you said, it's like you can't really show how you feel.
Right.
And it's like, why?
Right.
Like, why is it corny if somebody, like, expresses how they truly feel about a person? Like,
Right.
why are they made fun of in society for being in a healthy relationship
Right,
with one person?
right.
Or whatever it is you want. It's like, why is that corny? Why would that ever be anything to mock? Like, I never understood that. But
Right.
I feel like it's a lot of that, too, today. But I still believe it's hope, Love is out there.
I'm
You know what I'm
proud of you.
saying? You gotta find it, but it's out there. Right? You gotta look. But it's out there.
hard, bruh. It's
Let me
hard.
see. Dating is definitely weird now. People do people dirty, so no one wants to put themselves out there.
Come
It's
on.
so superficial now. Central gonna say, wait, pass me a beer.
Hey! It's going down. We on that SipNSmoke thing. Yeah. That's how, I feel what both of y'all are saying. And I don't know where that came from. Where did it come from that showing your true feelings or expressing yourself is
Right.
trash?
The media, society, all that.
But how did that even
I'm just playing. I was just
erupt into that?
I don't even know. Somebody just was like, I'm sick of everybody being in love.
No, somebody, you know what happened? Somebody was hating on somebody.
Oh.
Somebody was being a hater, bro. They was out here like,
Somebody was
you showing your feelings to that girl? Because they wanted old girl.
You right.
That's what happened. I know it. I know it happened one day. All right, Andy, who's he?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I just know it just was not
We're gonna
my
talk.
wave, so I was ducked off. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna get my feelings hurt. Let me go on and go. Somebody said, hi, Gianna girl. All about commitment and seek God first in a marriage. Our 10 years anniversary on the 10th this month. Not sure about dating though. Might be a bit different.
It might be a bit different, Sally. It might just be a bit different. But hey, boo.
Come on
I
now.
was like, how you knew? That was.
Oh, that's my child.
No, I didn't know you was on your phone too.
No. This is, what's the name? People don't want to come off as weak because when you like somebody, it's easy for you to be taken advantage of. 100% real. I think you can be authentic, but you have to find someone that was raised similarly to you and have lots of the same morals and values that you have. Truth.
I think that is huge. When you find somebody that you morally in tune with, that hits different because I think if you guys aren't morally in check, I don't know how y'all gonna work. Because you can't teach. I mean, you could teach. You could try to help them with that.
yeah.
But that's something you kind of taught young. Like
Yeah.
that's been marinated.
And not only that, it's like while you're teaching, I feel like you have to have some errors before I can come to you and say, no, that's not right.
Right.
And those errors is gonna add up. To some
Right.
point, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
you've messed up a good amount of times, and I can't teach you no more. Like I don't
Exactly.
want to even put myself out there to be out here teaching you how to love me. That's weird.
But then I feel like also to people who don't have time to try to like teach, like once you see somebody morally is off, it's like, that's my flag I need, I'm gone.
That's true.
You know?
It's definitely a balance, because I think that also in today's day and age, we don't, like, I think what Lou said, like, we don't try anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I see something and I'm very guilty of it, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I might see one thing and I be like, I was better off single, you know what I mean? So,
You got to fight through. You got to push through for love.
100%, but that's just, you really have to figure out what you can do without, and what you can do and what you can do without. And what's the hard nose and what's the, I could work through it. 100%.
Yeah.
Social media has turned every online relationship into goals. No relationship is perfect, but you gotta be willing to, put in the work and not base your relationship off of someone else's.
Right.
100%.
That was good.
That's it, right?
Because everybody have goals, and it's like, you don't know what these people go through off of line. It's just, anybody could take a good picture and make everything seem like it's all happy-go-lucky, but
it may even be happy-go-lucky in that moment of the picture, and then 2 minutes later we just got into it. It's just,
and it's like, how do you know what makes them happy is what's going to make you and your partner happy? Like, those are two different individuals. Like, you create your own ideal relationship. Like,
that's it.
And I'm not giving some people just can't help if you in a relationship that they look up to, but it's like, stop trying to make your relationship like the other ones. Just figure out what works for y'all.
Yeah.
True. And then it's also like, they might have been saving up for that cruise, that trip, or whatever, for 5 years, bro. You not just gonna come off top.
You saw them on the 5th
year. Exactly.
Like,
okay, so next question is, have y'all used dating apps in the past, and how do you think that dating apps have affected you?
Horrible.
It's okay, you're in a relationship right now.
Horrible.
I have a good.
Have you booked and busy?
Listen, I was on Tinder and I was on POS.
Oh,
and
all the catfish.
No, listen, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I had a date every day, and I felt like it started to turn into a job. That's when I stopped. But I felt like it got me out there. Like, 'cause I'm more so like a reserved person. Like, I don't just come on and just. So I felt like me using those apps opened me up. And then I met CJ, and that's already a person like full of life. So like I was able to communicate with him and not be shy, or I was able to be my complete self. So I don't have any problems with those apps. Yes, it was some creepy stuff, but I didn't get all of that. Like, I went on dates with people who I thought were cool, met them, boom. I started to realize who was the prize and who wasn't. Like, so I felt like that was something I needed to learn, like not looking at the guys as, not that guys aren't prized. I'm not going to say y'all not prized, but I feel like as women, we do look at y'all sometimes and just put too much on it. And it's like, and then forget about ourselves. Like, we put too much, like, oh my God, he probably got this girl, this girl. Anybody can have him, he this, he this.
Said you and CJ my favorite couple.
Huh?
Pretty Kitty said you and CJ.
Nah, that's Sarita. But yeah, like that's just, I think that's what just helped me be who I was when I met him.
That's 100%. That is good, because without the apps and without you being able to get out there, you might not have got out there.
No, seriously, because you guys knew, like, I wasn't going up to nobody. Like, listen, I was not.
I don't know who you are.
I was not confessing nothing, like, in person, because I was too shy. Like, and I feel like those helped. But I did hear when it did turn. Because I remember CJ said he had talked to somebody and they had said something about the app, and they were just saying, like, they just knock everything down. And I was like, see, I wasn't on that part of it. Like,
but I think that just depends on the individual too. Like, a lot of us were misusing Tinder. Like, it's like, board, pop, and be right back on that thing the next day. Like, if we're being honest, So you're right. I guess it's all about how you use it. But you do get to see so many different people. I was on Tinder, POF.
Do you feel like they helped you in any way, or you feel like they're,
I mean,
good or bad to dating? based.
I would think the only thing, I don't know why I stuttered, but the only thing I would say about like anything online is I feel like sometimes it takes away people's ability to actually have a in-person conversation because they're so used to having time to, okay, what am I going to say? You get time to think and then send it when you want. Like, it's not back and forth. And then when you meet that person, it's like, can you hold this same conversation? You know what I'm saying? Like, without having to think or like, oh, let me figure out what to say or, you know what I'm saying? So I think that would be the only thing. But other than that, nah, do you find love or however you got to get it? Because some people can find love on social media and dating apps. So do whatever makes you happy, but just make sure you can still communicate in person.
100%. Yeah.
That would be the only thing. But.
Yeah. Dating apps. Have I used dating apps before? I have. I've been on Tinder, been on Bumble, I did Plenty of Fish. I wasn't on there.
It was, you never got a snack on Plenty of Fish.
I had people that were.
I ain't never had one.
Okay, it wasn't that much of a snack, but I didn't stay with them. But I'm just saying, like, I had people that were attractive and had their life in order, but they were bad. They were like not good in the inside. Yeah. But like, I've met some pretty cool people. I've met somebody I'm friends with from there because nothing could come from us. But I was like, dude, you're so funny though. Can we like be friends? I did. He was such a sweet, and he unfollowed me and everything. I had to call him like, why you unfollow me? We said we was gonna be friends. Hey,
we had an agreement, bro. Come on now, we supposed to be good.
Yeah, but it'd be so cool, people. Oh, heck no, Pierre, go play the game, bro.
He said,
all right, I'm off the game, I'm off it is.
Since you couldn't be locked in, I might as well go and lock in it is. Yeah.
I think that, honestly, I'm going to say that I do think that, dating apps have their place. Obviously, I think that they have their place. I met one of my exes on there. I used to love him. Met one of my exes on Tinder. But at the same time, I think that they have their place, and they have a negative part to the dating world too. Because again, I feel like you have so many options. You be like, all right, I'm talking to this person. I'm gonna swipe this person. Keep it going. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep swiping while we talking. But at the same time, we don't talk about talking in a second. But I just feel like it also brings this options thing full circle to say that you got so many people. All right, I'm done. I'm not too much feeling you no more. So I'm gonna start swiping somebody else instead of trying to really work on to see why you're not feeling this person or figure out if y'all could possibly work. It's just too many options.
When you guys were on the apps, what were y'all looking for?
See, my problem was I was looking for love in all the wrong places.
I was looking for possibilities.
Yeah, but see, me, I was never honest about it.
Okay.
So I would try to keep it cool because I knew no one else on there was. So I would be just, oh yeah, I'm not looking for nothing serious either. Like, I used to be that person. Yeah. So that's why I always preach, like, never be that person because you just end up hurting yourself in the end because really it's not that person's fault, it's mine because I never opened my mouth and said what I was truly looking for.
Right.
I just kind of, like, accepted what you gave me.
Right. See, when I was on the app, that was my thing, but I really wasn't looking for nothing.
CJ, I see you in here.
Yeah, so she said she swiped all
I really wasn't. When I was in the apps, I wasn't looking for anything.
Right.
But what I was looking for, I don't want to say I wasn't looking for an ego boost. But I was
more just like
some kind of confidence in a sense. You got 1 million people telling you beautiful in every comment. You mean to tell me it's like, okay, are all of them wrong? Are all of them wrong? Somebody, you know, so like, especially like when you working on yourself or whatever.
Yeah, that feels good.
Then,
so I need that, baby.
So I am like, so I was honest though when I said that I really wasn't looking for anything, but that also saved me for the guys who like kind of switched and wanted something, and I was like, well, remember in our first message we did say like, we're not looking for anything.
Yeah,
I was so honest when I said that, and it made me like it helped me. I feel like that helped my argument.
Of course it did.
Yeah, because
you can't dispute the truth.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
but people crazy though.
That
I
is
do know
true.
that much.
That is
I told
true.
y'all what happened on that app that one time. When that guy told me he killed somebody.
Whoa!
We're literally on a date, and he tells me that he got off of a case where he killed someone. He told me this in the beginning of the date. So throughout the date, I'm like,
I wouldn't run, but you probably
I'm never seeing you again. Like, and then would text me like, when we gonna link up? Never.
Like,
Never be.
you're a murderer.
You came out hot the first
You got
time.
a body, and you gonna look me in the eyes and tell me about it, and you didn't even blink. Nigga, this is a first date. At least wait until we married before you.
Wait. Somebody said what I miss.
That's Josh. Josh, we over here talking about dating and dating in the modern times, as well as relationships in the modern times. I know you're married. So,
You said that, didn't you?
how do you feel like dating is different and relationships are different? Have you used dating apps, and how do you think that they've affected relationships in the modern day and age? And I just feel like they help.
They're tripping.
They help as well as they take away. There's a place for them.
Somebody said he was trying to show you the bad boy. Shoot,
Right, like
big
a
boy.
foreign, like only a fool would say that on their first date. Like you trying to show off, and I don't even like people that show off like that. You think I was gonna be like, ooh, you crazy? Yeah.
Boy, I'm gone. How about that?
You gotta wait until I say,
Thank you.
yeah, I like murderers for you to come.
Right. I actually do like murder.
You gotta wait for me to. That's the cue, bro.
No, since you said that, then you go into that. Like you don't just be eating salad.
I know in my face. Like, I think that's the part that killed me. Like we're in person, first time meeting, and
Yeah.
like it's like
That's
got
not
off.
cute.
And I'm looking at you. Really?
Oh, tell me more.
Who's your lawyer?
Like, what do you even really talk about after that?
Some of those days was crazy. But yeah, dating apps
That is
was
wild.
they were fun before, and then now they just turned them into jokes. But I seen somebody say in the comments too, like Instagram turned into
Yep.
a dating app.
That's
I think we
too
low key.
much
I think
honesty
we
on
low
the
key
first date.
doomed.
Too much of it, honestly. Talk about it.
Honestly, like well, social media wise, but
Okay.
I feel like after this whole pandemic and everything we going through is over, I think we might get a little bit closer back to basics where you meet people
Right.
in areas because I know when everything opens back up,
You out there,
oh,
right?
we going everywhere. Pooh about to see everything. Like we are going up
Yeah.
because we've been locked in the house. I've been locked in the house all 2019.
Yeah.
Now all 2020.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I gotta see something.
Understood.
Show me something, please.
Understood. All right, next question. Excuse me. What do y'all think about the talking stage, and what even is talking to you? What
See, mentally, I
even is
struggle with
talking?
that stage because I know what it should be and I know the truth, but my mind doesn't allow me to accept that. Talking
What should
is
it
technically just you getting to know somebody. Like, technically, y'all not together. Like, that's really talking,
Okay.
right? Now, when we start going out on dates and going out, places, now we're dating, right?
Okay.
But this is how we talk. But see, I'm saying it, but my mind isn't able to separate it. So, and then you dating, and then when you commit, that's the actual relationship, right?
Okay.
That's like the basic understanding of talking.
Right,
dating.
right.
But me, I don't know.
You go straight.
Because it's like if we talking and we dating, like I feel like you're talking to me because we gonna eventually be together. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's not how a lot of people think.
I feel like a lot of people do think like that because I've had instances where guys say we're talking, but if they heard I went bowling or went to play pool with somebody else, then they try to cut me off. So it's like we was talking. I thought talking was
Right.
But so then when you taught me that, talking me, I can't talk to nobody else. So then when you start talking to somebody else and you trying to tell me I'm crazy, no, you taught me this because you just told me I couldn't go and do other things because we're talking. So how I take talking is like that. If we're talking, I'm talking to you, you talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think we already kind of cleared up. You can't, like, how it's going to go. You can kind of tell in beginning conversations. It's like, all right, you can tell your other, your other.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay,
Yeah,
But
we
they don't
together.
do that though. They keep
It's
theirs.
a double standard. 100%.
Yeah, because they be
double
using it to
standard.
their advantage. Men use
Right.
talking to keep women around to be loyal to them.
Because I swear I wouldn't talk to nobody else.
Because a
I'm
woman to
over
be
here looking
loyal
like
just with
boo-boo
the
to
title
food.
of talking. Just
Yeah.
like, oh, I talked to him. But it's like, what does that really mean? Break that down. But men misuse it to make us feel like it's more than that, like we together. But really, they'll go with the boys and like, oh, no, we just talking, like we text or whatever.
Right,
we ain't together.
well, we just talking. Don't do that because you know it's more than that.
Yeah.
And don't make me feel like it's not, like 'cause I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm really not.
Right.
You know.
Right. Let me see what these comments say. Man, add me to this. Josh, all you gotta do, bro, all you gotta do is request it. Dang, I gotta go all the way over there.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say I like that one. If you're talking to multiple people, the assumption is you're sleeping with all of them too.
Yeah.
That is, and that's how I look at it too. Because I can't.
Here we go. Men abuse it because it's allowed to be used. Here we effing go.
I believe that.
That's true. But we gonna stop allowing that shit. That's all that means.
That's for sure. We talking. You know what that means?
I don't see this.
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna put this back over there, but because I gotta get close and be able to talk to you. Josh, what's the deal, my guy?
Man,
What up, homeboy?
I like how your homegirl broke down. Huh?
Talking about what? Saying what? What she
The
say?
different stages, right? We talked about the talking. So, from the man's perspective, I ain't gonna speak for every man, but for me, if I'm talking to you, that's all that is. I'm getting to know you, and I can talk to whoever I want to. And what men get in trouble is, oh, I'm just talking to you. Nigga, why lie out the gate? Let her know what it is. And most of the time, if you tell her I'm talking to you, and old girl over here and old boy over there, if that's your flavor, you know what I'm saying? She gonna make a choice on, all right, I like this. At least he's honest with me. I'm gonna still rock with him anyway because he kept to the buck with me. And then when we start dating, I still ain't gotta be exclusive to you because we dating around. Dating is just that. I'm dating to see if I like what you like. I'm seeing if we vibing right now. Granted,
What's the difference between dating and?
it's a waste of my time to talk to you. Let's go on a date. Let's get it popping. Talking is me texting you right now. We talking right now. This is talking. There's no action. There's no action behind just talking. Like we can talk all day on the phone. We can text. We can do all that. But if there's no action where I spend my money and my time with you, now we talking about dates.
Yeah.
And when we get to that relationship stage, it's okay. Are we finna be exclusive? And the next piece comes into, all right, I'm talking to you, but I'm also sleeping with her, or I'm dating you right now, but I'm also sleeping with my ex girl or whatever it is, because I don't want to tell you that because I might lose you because you might have some potential. And that's what all these dudes start lying. Yeah. But if you're really confident in yourself as a man, because you know they got their own demons, nah, bro, figure that out. You know, we ain't got time to keep wasting that. But it's like, give the woman the respect she deserves. Say, hey, I'm talking to all these women, and most of the time, these young cats understand that. No disrespect, all the women will mostly stay with you if you that dude. Yeah, they get chose. Like that's what it is.
That's the truth. But I do have a question. Have you ever talked to a female? Have you ever talked to a woman, told her that we just talking, and she started talking to somebody else, and you felt a certain type of way about that?
When I did, I married her.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
So if I'm talking to you and you go talk to somebody else, hey, the playing field is level. We good. Yeah. But the moment she went to talk to somebody else, nah, I ain't feeling that. That's me. Come here. Now she got 2 kids and rock.
Excuse me.
See, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if you want it, go get it.
Yeah.
And if you don't want it, step to the side. The next king gonna come in there and do what you're supposed to do.
That's it. You get your snaps. I ain't gonna lie.
I appreciate you.
But I think that's always what we kind of look for too, though. Give the option.
That's the truth.
Don't steal the choice from the person. Be me lying to you, I take your choice from you. I'm giving you a facade or a fake like what am I looking for? A fake mind space where okay, you thinking you choosing you staying here, but I'm lying to you the whole time. You ain't choosing nothing. I'm making choices for you. You basing it off of my information I gave you. So what are you choosing? What I want you to choose.
Yeah.
So I'm playing chess while you're just trying to be real. We got no time for no games.
You better take him to church then.
Yeah, you out here preaching, you feel me? I feel
I
everything.
wanted to get on the last time with you on your live with the last group you had, but I was like, nah, I'm coming in too hot.
Was it the sex one? No, he wasn't. Was you in the sex one?
No, I had to stay away from those because I can't be airing out my business on these sex talks. You know what I'm saying? That'd be wild.
Thank you. Somebody, but the thing about it is, somebody got to talk about it though. Like we have to make sure conversations and make sure that we all.
We gotta find other ways to talk about it.
How do we have to find other ways to talk about it? We got to make sure that we're on the same page with everybody.
No,
Understand that you're not just by yourself.
I know, I get that. I'm just saying, gotta find that other way to talk about it so that people can feel comfortable to come in. Don't worry, we're gonna figure it out. Don't worry.
It's not even about coming in. It's more like, how do you bridge the gap between those people that are in relationships going to speak to a group of y'all right here that might be single women or whatever it might be, and be like, you know what? If I'm a man, or say I'm a man, like, you know what? I like my ass getting ate, right? What man is going to come on a live and say that for real?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I like when my girl wear the strap, I suck on that while she doing whatever because it gets me up. No one's going to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how do you...
We was talking about some stuff last time. I ain't gonna lie.
But you had a different type of group. But how are you?
Yeah, you're not talking to 18s through say 32s who are like low key still discovering themselves sexually in their partnerships and relationships, stuff like that. Because a lot of times, like y'all said from the jump, you're not being honest from what you want from the get go. Whatever that might be, even sexually, because that's one of the pillars of a relationship. We don't want to talk about it, but most of the time they cheat because they're not satisfied on both sides.
I understand what you're saying. I get it. It's just it is going to be like a certain type of person that wants to talk about it, and we just lucked out last time. That was a good effing talk.
Man, I should have jumped in the last time because I'd be ready for it.
I mean, they were just real honest about what they like and what they didn't like.
Yeah, they were.
Do you find a lot of people doing that though?
That probably weren't feeling that way. I felt like they tried to make us feel like we needed that. Well, maybe I'm okay with what I got. Like, I don't know. It was very aggressive. I loved it though. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I did love it. Yeah. I clapped for them and everything, but
it was that aggressive. All right, Josh, we about to keep it going. I appreciate it 100%.
Yup.
I'm out.
Great answer.
That's it.
But then you ain't back to it.
You ain't gonna be in
there.
there.
Yeah.
No, you not. You have to get mad close, huh? I've been married for a long time, and I don't feel too comfortable talking about my sex life. So I think Josh had a point.
Thank you.
Discussed so much. All right, it's just for the right people. Oh, y'all got me out here looking mad bright. I'm out here on my Michael.
There it goes.
We just had. Oh no, it's good. You good. Don't worry about it.
It's just different. I feel like if you like, y'all know who would sit up in here and talk about sex. This is the relationship that we know. Y'all know them. They names start with the same letter.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
They would be easy.
Talking about the couple. They just moved out here. Moved back out here. They just moved back out here. Good plan.
Oh, but that's because they just like, they give me sex symbol vibes.
They do.
So
They're a sexy couple.
But when you got my category, which is like, I feel like I'm the person that's throwing off, telling y'all the business. If y'all just had a CJ, maybe he would talk to y'all. But me, it's just like, I'm gonna keep some of that a little secret for now.
Okay.
Maybe in my 30s, I might let y'all in, you know?
Because,
I
said,
talk
don't
about
care about it. We used to booty.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I know. That was a joke.
All right. Oh, what do you wish that you could bring back?
Oh, I'm drinking your drink, girl.
She got a bottoms up beverage company drink in her glass. That's all I'm gonna say. What do you think, or what would you bring back from past relationships? Like how relationships used to be in like the 50s, the 20s, the 90s. What would you want to bring back into this new dating realm, I guess.
The dancing back in the 90s, I felt like it wasn't too complicated and you just can move your
The
body.
dancing in a relationship,
But her man,
bro.
Yeah, with my man, like, I feel like now I gotta just do all this busted open stuff, and I ain't really trying to do that. But if I could dance like I could in the 90s, I think we'll be more solid.
That's
out in the
why you
club
wanna
and
just
stuff.
wind it.
Let me tootsie
Now you
roll
gotta
up
get all on your
boy.
head.
Let me show you what's up with this tootsie roll.
gosh.
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
don't know. Where you go? I gotta. Let me think.
All right. What do I think I would want to bring back? Oh, you know what? I would want to bring back. Chill out. I would want to bring back like perseverance in a relationship. Like back in the day, when you got married for life, bro.
Where
is
you
it.
going?
That's it. You married who you were going to be with for the rest of your life. And I think that it gets confusing. Sometimes I confuse my damn self about how I feel about marriage. But I actually do put marriage up on a pedestal. Like, I think that marriage is the end all be all for a relationship. It's something that's sacred to me. I just wouldn't want to break that bond. That's what the thing about it. Like, it's too easy for us nowadays to break that sacred union. And I would not. It's way too easy for us nowadays to break that. And I think that I would love to see that in today's day and age, that people value marriage the way it's supposed to be valued, as opposed to saying, oh, I wanted marriage so that I could say I'm married, I can change my last name, I could have this beautiful ceremony. No, like, you with that person for the rest of your life and there is no out. Like, what's the D word? It ain't no D word. That's it.
I honestly feel like it wasn't that they put marriage on a pedestal. They were really just fighting for their relationship. Like, it was just, yo, I'm with you, you with me, and we about to ride. And I feel like that's what we lost. Because even with my parents, like, my dad knew he wanted to marry my mom. My mom knew she wanted to marry him. But I don't know if it was just look like, all right, I'm taking you serious now that we married. Like, I think, what am I trying to say? It's just how they looked at relationships. Like, if I'm committing to you, I'm committing to you.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why I feel like me and CJ are getting married, is because when we got together, we spoke on marriage in the very beginning. We spoke on kids in the very beginning. And like, I saw traits in him that I wanted my kid to have his man as a father. So like, I was respecting the relationship. I was respecting the talking. I was respecting the dating, because I felt like the talking and the dating was to see. But once the dating like kind of got pushed over to us being in a relationship, I knew when we said we was going to be in a relationship. Yeah. And then I think the relationship was just a test of how can you really fight through anything. And the relationship was the test. And now it's like,
you know that you can fight through it.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people get in relationships and they like, can you see yourself marrying this person? They're like, I don't know. So what you get in a relationship with them?
To find out.
Well, I feel like dating is supposed to be that. I feel like you get in a relationship, yes, you see, okay. But how I look, I'm just saying how I looked at it. When I was dating, I was looking to see, is this the person I could like see myself with? Mm-hmm. When we got in a relationship, I'm like, okay, we're in a relationship, we're having fun, okay, yes. But as the time started to go, it's like, boy, we already 27, 26. Mm-hmm. I already kind of played the game of wasting time, so it's like I was already kind of like not looking, but wanting a family, wanting somebody to be a union or like be connected with. Okay. So I think that's why I was thinking a little differently with it, because I was a little older too. And so I was like, I want to find somebody who I could be serious with. I saw he was like really trying to stick it out. And I'm like, okay, he's really not taking no for an answer, or he not, my fake breakups, he's not taking them serious. Like,
someone said, how long would you date that person? Sorry. How long would you date that person before making them decide?
Making them decide what?
To marry you, I'm assuming.
So this is what I learned in my relationship. I started learning what I wanted during the relationship.
That's what a relationship is for. But I'm
okay. No, I do agree with that. But I mean, I had certain, again, being 26, turning to whatever, I'm thinking certain things. So I didn't have a cap. I didn't get proposed to until our 3rd year. I wasn't thinking about how long I'm about to give him.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't on my mind because we've been talking about it and I knew we were doing that.
Can I ask, well, you say because you've been talking about it. I know that there are people out there, I ain't gonna say no names, who be giving,
Right.
I ain't gonna say no names.
But it's one of us?
No. Else I would have been like, I ain't gonna say no names.
Oh, okay.
I know that there are people, and I've even sat down next to people to have these conversations, because I know I like talking about relationships and whatnot, who say that they would give a cap on somebody who, if they didn't propose in this amount of time, or if we're not getting married in this amount of time, that then we're done, and I have to move on to the next person that is looking to get married in this amount of time. If that person, if that person doesn't want to get married within this amount of time, if they don't pop the question within this amount of time, you asking them to pop that question in this amount of time isn't going to make them be ready to get married.
Right.
They're going to pop a question, y'all going to get married, and they still not married. They still not ready to be married.
Right.
Like, y'all are literally in a marriage, and they're not ready to be married. Like, put it to me.
And that's how I look at it. It's like, that's why I think I didn't look at a date, because I wasn't about to apply that pressure to him, because it's like, okay, I applied that pressure, you gave it to me, and are you happy?
Right.
Is that what you wanted?
Right.
And that's what I think me and CJ kind of work with too, like, even with us just being engaged and us figuring out what's our next step right now.
Yeah.
It's like he's not pressuring me to do nothing, I'm not pressuring him. But when we told when we told Facebook that I was pregnant, it wasn't the first thing a lot of people said was congratulations. The first thing a lot of these people was like, when y'all getting married? And it's like, listen, we gonna get married when you see the announcement on Facebook. Right. You gonna see when we get married. And I feel like that's an insult, or that's disrespectful. It's like, how you know I want to be married? Like, just because you see our parents married, or just because you think I come for that.
Everybody was taught, and it's like, we have to unlearn so many things.
And that was starting to kind of weigh on me while I was pregnant too, because it was just like, listen, y'all about to have me force myself to go do something that I don't, not saying to get married is to do something, but like, how you know I just want to go to the courthouse and just go get married? How you know that's how I want it?
Right.
You don't know how I want it. You don't know how he want it.
And what does that change? Just because now y'all married with the kid, like,
Thank
it's gonna
you.
change anything?
It was
people will still get married, y'all still be miserable, and then get divorced. Like,
older lady at work, I told her that was the first thing she said, when y'all get married. Then assumed we weren't living together, which we weren't at the time, but that was her assumption at that time. And I'm like, dude, you didn't even ask me not one question. Like, do you not understand that I'm about to have my first child? Like, and she ended up giving me a gift after that because she felt bad. But it's like, all the things I was telling her is like everything I told you is happening. The man wanted to get into a position where he felt like I am taking care of this family. I respect that. You don't want to marry me when you feel if this is gonna make you feel complete to pop the question, please
do what
get
you
complete.
gotta do, please.
Because I don't want to be, like, no. So honestly, I didn't have a cap, but I do know people that do, and I respect those people too. I respect those people too, because they obviously have their life planned, or they probably been with this. And it's like they could probably see something in this person, and they're like, you know what? I gotta apply this pressure to him, because if I don't,
they never gonna happen.
we're gonna be here forever, and I'm gonna be here because I'm in love, and I'm not gonna just leave, and so I get it both ways.
I mean, sure, after 10 years, I understand if y'all still ain't.
You telling me?
But Tim, we together forever. I don't even care what people say.
That's it. We together for 10 years.
If you thought you
marriage,
really
what, bro?
Jokes on you.
Some people.
Yeah, I know. We about to get into these comments.
But they have. It says some people it ain't the time, but they have things they want to have set, yes, or place before marriage. Money saved, debt paid. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Dating is hard. If we're dating, I need to know you are working towards marriage. Maybe not with me, because the point of dating is to see if you can stand each other. Yeah, okay, that is true. I'm not dating you if marriage isn't in your future, though. Waste someone else's time. I agree with
Why
that.
y'all can't just be together for the rest of your life? I'm just asking, but that's neither here nor there, I guess.
But I think that, like you said, dating teaches you that, or that's what it's for. So, as being in the type of relationship that I am in now, if CJ came to me and said, you know, marriage is not what I want, I could see myself really not. I'm gonna be like, I don't know how I'm gonna take it, but I could also see myself later when I cool down and think about it and not take it so serious, because we really value this relationship so much.
Right.
That marriage is not going to seal it.
100%.
But I feel like you have to be with somebody that you can feel that way with. A lot of times the people you with where you feel like no marriage needs to happen, is because you need to feel that extra
Security.
Yeah. But what does that say about the relationship?
That's somebody you
Yeah.
shouldn't be with.
But that's also part of the relationships too. You gotta learn that when later down the line they're gonna see like, oh, I just wanted that to try to, try to seal the deal or try to keep them. Now I see like, no, that's not how I should go about it.
Yeah.
But some people also want it for different reasons though.
Give me the most valid reason that y'all got, bro.
I don't know. I mean, I look at it all the same though, honestly. When you're in a relationship, listen, when you got somebody that's willing to fight with you and you fight, it's like, I look at that as a marriage immediately. Like, because I think that's what they do anyway. My mom talked to me a lot. And I'm like, ooh, mama, you good. Like, you really.
For staying in perseverance?
Yes. Yeah. Like, I'm like, ooh, you really, like, you and dad, like, y'all went through stuff and y'all still standing.
Yeah.
And then so when you get that type of person, that's what marriage look like to me. Not the paper or not.
Understood.
That's what it is. So I guess, like I told you before, I think it's just another level.
Okay.
But I went into my 26-year-old self relationship and said, I'm going to treat this like a marriage and we're going to follow the steps and stuff. And we look up to our parents. So, like, our parents are married. So, of course, we want to follow that, give 3 that, like, give him to get that. Because it was always surprising to people when they saw my parents were married. They're like, your parents still married?
Yeah,
or
that's
like,
my thing.
Yeah, senior night. Oh, you got a dad? Yes, I've had a dad all my life. Like, what?
Black things fucked up, man.
I was like, my daddy did he, or he probably ain't go to the games, really, but it's okay.
You said what?
It's probably a black and Hispanic thing.
Yeah, they don't think, they're like, your daddy still live with y'all?
Right, I'd be like, your daddy at home? Like, when people was go to career day, my dad does this, I'm like, you know your daddy? I thought everybody daddy left. That's really how you think though.
No, yeah, that's
growing up, that shit weird. It was like, that's like having a unicorn in your house. Like, that's how I used to get
I
was like, daddy?
I said something to my cousins. I was like, yeah, my parents. I was like, dang, Brenda the only one to say her parents. I was like, what? Like,
right, it's
like,
like,
say that? Like, I can't even say parents.
It's sad, man. It is.
Well, no, it is. So, like, to give that to your kid, like. But I'm not saying that would be the only thing that'll hold me though. I ain't finna just
no,
be
what
unhappy.
you would, we talk about that all the time. It's fine. Don't give me that look. What would you like to bring back from the past relationships?
I like your answer.
I like your answer. Then that fake laugh.
She wild.
Y'all got a mail appointment at 4.
Okay.
I think she on here.
In a second.
You probably making sure. Oh, Sophie Lay, I know.
Later, you already know. So, I'm gonna need you to come up with your own answer in a second, and then.
Don't talk to me. I told you about doing that.
What are you even talking about?
I just need you to come up with your answer. And then you point at me upside down, like.
Upside down. What you want me to do? This? Like what?
Just.
I need
relax.
You to
Give me a second.
Hold on. We definitely got to run the marriage conversation as a whole. I feel like we talk about marriage every time I come on here, but we definitely have to talk about it as its own episode without me behind the camera. I think that
I want you to think about it too, because I want to ask you a lot of questions. Because you know how with marriage, no, you know how like they automatically think since we came from a 2-parent household where they were married,
Mm-hmm.
that we're automatically gonna want that. You don't see that?
I don't think that. I don't know that people think that, but
I kind of think that they do because we came from, because a lot of people who don't have it, it's like a, where they didn't come from?
yeah, it's an excuse. Not an excuse, but
Yeah.
it's a precursor. The statistic shows or whatever.
Right, and I'm like, I mean, I do want marriage, don't get me wrong, but I'm also like, that can't be the only example for
Right,
me. You
right,
don't know
right.
what I saw in this person
No,
marriage
for real.
right here. Like,
For real.
so it's like, was that what shifted you to kind of think for yourself as far as what you wanted? Because it's so easy to just take what they think you should have. That makes sense?
What a lot of the time what shifted me was my parents' relationship and me saying I don't want that.
Right.
Like that my parents' relationship absolutely plays a part in how I view marriage, but it's not just that. It's like I viewed that, understood that that's not what I wanted for me, and then continued to see stuff that would be like, I don't want to get married. Like,
Right.
for what? And then it's also like, once I basically, it just kept proving over and over and over. I just keep saying, like, I don't understand, especially in today's day and age. Why? For what?
Would you have kids without being married?
Absolutely. Sure would.
You would have kids without being, okay, would you have kids and not think about marriage?
The thing about it is, when it comes to marriage, is if the right person comes along and they want marriage, they want to be married, there is a thought. Like, if I don't want to lose somebody and I do see that we can be together forever, I'm not about to lose them because I'm like, I don't want to get married.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
I absolutely have to take what you say into account. You're another person and we're doing this together. So
Exactly.
I'm not just going 86 what you got to say. You're going to have to convince the hell out of me.
Well, I respect that though. I like that. Like with
I like
women, I feel like it's a lot of women who have certain thoughts and we are very strong and very strong minded. So when y'all tell me it's certain things that's off for y'all, I really feel like it's completely off. Like there's no somebody can convince you. There's no. I think when y'all tell me something, that's it, and the dude gonna have to get in line. But to hear that it can, like, it could take a certain person, is that the same for you or no? Because you really give me vibes.
What? Hey, you always give bad vibes, right?
I never said bad vibes.
I be giving you vibes like what?
That's real. Hold
That
on,
you really don't want to
get
give me a nephew or a niece. And it's
Oh, I don't. Like
I think that's
really
real.
don't.
and that hurts me
I'm
so
sorry. I will adopt so you can.
bad. No, I want one of you.
I just,
I really
you know, I mean, I can't say that it's completely impossible for me to fall in love with somebody, and if they're like, I really would like to have kids. Ooh, it's uncomfortable for me to even look at it like that. It's like, you could come with your own. I mean, right now, I can only speak from this present moment, and I don't see it. Like, but I can't exit out completely I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe somebody will come along.
I don't know, and I'll be praying, bro.
Don't.
Don't.
For real, please. Because
Don't.
I'm never gonna want something that you don't want for yourself, but I just know you and you dope as freak. And if a kid had you from sun up to sundown, that kid gonna be lit. Like, but maybe because I have a kid, I'm thinking like that, and I think 3 needs to be around somebody like that. You know,
I'm good with kids like in a moment, like having a kid all day, like every.
You would have them all day. You could drop them off at my house sometime.
No, I don't even. Like I just get I don't even want to talk about it.
right? She really she just started lying to me like, okay, maybe in the future.
Now next, what else are we talking about? What's that?
I just don't know, y'all. I don't know.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up in a second. I honestly don't know how much time we got left. But for sure, hey, whoever in Vegas, honestly, you don't even have to be in Vegas. Wherever you are, you want to run the marriage conversation, let's run it, because I need the marriage episode to pop off. I feel like we talk about it so freaking often, And
What would be some questions?
what does marriage mean to you? What are
That's it right there.
100%. Do you find it's? I already have it written down. I just don't.
I'm just saying,
remember
just
off
to
top.
kind of give them something to think
Something
about.
to think about. What does marriage mean to you? Do you see yourself being married in the future? How do you feel about the D word? I don't even like saying that word, honestly.
Divorce.
That's it. Like if you, I don't even like saying
So
that word.
you
There
feel as
is
if
no-
you get married,
bro, there is no out.
Hey, y'all better be careful if you proposing Gianna.
I just said we not getting married. So
I don't know why you
I'm not
sending me
getting
that
married, so
paper
we gotta
because
get
I'm not gonna sign it. I done already told you I am not signing that paper. I'm cheating on you. Well, bring her home because I'm not signing.
Y'all can't even
That's like what Bill and Jada be on. They take a bitch. You go to that side, go to. Hey,
yo, look, I mean, let's have the conversation then.
I guess
Like,
we
that's
riding
what
it up.
it is.
Remember you said
God made 702. Yo, you said you was down to talk about sex, so marriage ain't gonna be the one for you. I gotta have people willing to talk about marriage.
No, he said not.
You
He
down
said
to-
not sex.
He definitely said sex.
No, I think he said he's not comfortable.
He definitely said he was comfortable. The person above him. I've been married for 2 years and I'm comfortable talking about my sex life. Not a testimony. God made 702. I'm coming to you with the sex talk. Don't even trip.
No, he said he wants to talk about marriage now.
I don't see that. So
He said I'm here for it.
No, but we're gonna talk about sex because he gonna be a
He's
sex
married.
man. He's comfortable talking about sex, bro. I'm gonna talk to somebody else about
Oh, I
marriage.
get what you're saying. No, talk to him too about marriage. Talk to him about both. He's a man, and then get it like different. Cause you be having multiple people in the room.
I know, but it's gonna be one sex topic and then it's gonna be a marriage topic with somebody else. I have to get as many people that are willing to talk about
Oh,
sex.
sex, cause it's a
And
dry
anybody
issue.
is able to talk about marriage. I get another group for that. If he doesn't talk about sex, I need to come to him.
I think you should talk about both, bro. You
All right, yo, thank everybody. I'm comfortable to talk. Yo, I love all of y'all. Don't even trip. We gonna get it popping. Listen,
Sex is
don't-
not a good topic.
it's a great topic. I loved our last conversation. Yo, we gonna have to run it again. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. I only got 15 seconds left. Make sure to follow SipNSmoke so that follow SipNSmoke so that y'all can be a part of the conversation. Much love. Y'all are loved. Thank you.
Bye, y'all. It ain't gonna. Oh, I just went out.
Oh, that was perfect.
I'm comfortable talking about marriage. Okay, let's get it popping because I want her and
It's her.
my sister.
Talking
She
about
got
sex, I can't talk about it. You know why though? Want me to be honest with you?
talk to me.
Like the man said, you still learning your life, your sex life.
He said you're not talking to 18-year-olds. That's what Josh said. He said you're not talking to the 18-year-olds and whatnot.
Well, no, he said 18 to 30. But he was wrong about that because we in that category.
Well, I just be ready to talk about sex at all times.